Hey, your viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist, and welcome to a bonus episode of Disminal, the sort of liminal space backroomsy kind of exploration game that I played recently on the channel. And I did about an hour-long episode originally, but I decided I kind of wanted to actually come back and just do this bonus because there are potentially other paths in this game, other routes that you can take, and I just thought, you know what, I wouldn't mind actually coming back and just doing another episode where maybe I have a look at what other paths there might be, go and explore some other corners, see if there's anything else to see in this game. So I'm kind of looking forward to actually doing that, because yeah, I mean, this game looks very good, it has a nice little atmosphere, things like that. Also, it was kind of actually interesting, can I just say, before anything else, that first episode that went out really seemed to bring out the freaking sassy brigade in the comments section. I don't know what that was all about. One guy who sat there, or person, whoever it was like, oh, this guy talks too much. You know what, just for you, viewer, if you happen to be watching, I'm going to keep talking, because fuck you, it's my video, I'll do whatever the heck I want. Also, there was a person who sort of tried to do some weird gatekeepy stuff, saying, actually, you shouldn't complain about the fact that the game is running at 35 FPS, because actually, it's a Backroom's game, it's supposed to be on like a freaking old 90s camcorder, which, you know, they usually only ran at 35 FPS. Yeah, so there was this person who did this real gatekeeping thing. Yeah, I'm really making fun of them, because basically what entertained me a lot about that comment was that eventually someone actually replied. Turned out it was the dev who'd replied, basically saying, oh no, the game is supposed to run at 60, not 35 FPS, even in MPEG mode. So yeah, that person who basically tried to gatekeep and who did this whoosh joke to try and make out of some kind of idiot, turns out you were wrong, buddy. You were completely wrong. So go suck a proverbial lemon. Here, I've got some lemons for you. I'll flash them up on the screen right about now. Here, go and suck on that lemon, and go and suck on another one, and another one, and another one. So yeah, something about that video really brought out the sassy brigade, don't know why. Well, then again, you know, most people enjoyed the video, which is good. So yeah, I'm obviously playing once again with MPEG mode disabled, because it does lead to a bit of a performance hit, and as that comment that was left by the dev, well, very much kind of hints, MPEG mode is not actually supposed to give you well, it's not supposed to basically run at 35 frames a second or whatever. It is supposed to still be smooth, i.e. it's not purposeful that it runs at such a low FPS. That's obviously just a performance / technical issue. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, what was actually interesting from the comment that the dev left on the first video was basically that they are actually thinking about sort of redesigning the game and maybe changing a few things like that, which I certainly look forward to sort of seeing how that turns out. Not that I think necessarily the game needs kind of complete redesigning. I think it looks pretty good for what it is, you know. But like I said at the end of the last episode, if there's one thing to add, maybe it would just be not necessarily an overt entity or threat, but perhaps just the hints of there being something to put you on edge. Something like that. I sort of, made reference to the complex found footage as another sort of good example of a kind of backroomsy / liminal space kind of game that actually did that quite well. Because in that game, there's no actual, well, as far as I know, there's no actual overt entity that can kill you or hurt you. Instead, there's just hints of there may be something there. Because, for example, like you're going around a corner and you just momentarily see a shadow behind you of something just moving out of frame, and you can't tell what it is or anything. And then, of course, obviously, I mean, technically, the Complex Expedition also had something similar. I mean, that one actually had a more overt entity in the form of that sort of giant ray mannequin or whatever it was that sort of stalked you at certain points. But again, that thing never actually attacks you. It just sort of follows you around. Doesn't actually do anything. So, again, it's kind of the hint of a threat, and you never really know if it's going to be a threat or not, and that's what kind of puts you on edge. Because that's the thing about the backrooms, I always thought it was a kind of concept. Yes, part of the sort of concern of it comes from the possibility that maybe there's something in there with you that might be a threat. But also, it's, you know, a large part of the horror, the creepy factor, is also just supposed to come from the sense of isolation and weirdness of the location and all that. Now, I remember this elevator last time. I sort of pressed the button, but it didn't really do anything. So I'm kind of curious. Will it do anything now? I think it just keeps going down, doesn't it? -1. I don't know if this thing ever actually opens. That's the issue. I don't think it opened, did it, the first time I played? No, I don't think it did. Oh. Oh, but then it stops, doesn't it? Level something or other. I wonder, is there, you know, I do wonder if there's more than one ending to this game. I don't actually know. Because obviously I just found an ending previously where I found another elevator. I got in, and then that just seemed to be that. Who knows? Maybe there's more than one ending, maybe there isn't. Alright, well, I kind of went in that direction past the elevator last time. So this time, let's see if there's an alternate route. Well, there is a dark space over here. Apologies if you can't really see very much. Actually, it's getting light again over here. That's good. Oh, wait, does this just go around? Oh, that just goes around there. Oh, maybe it all interconnects. Maybe you have to go this way, then. Or north. Well, what we can do is, once we go through here, we can take a different route. Because obviously in this area there were sort of like the sticky tape markings along the floor. So maybe if we see those this time, maybe we ignore them and we try and find our own route and see where it may lead us. That's the thing, I'm sort of curious with this game in terms of, you know, is it actually ultimately all just one linear path? Or is there in fact any other route you can take that takes you down, I don't know, like a different way or whatever? Right, let's go through here. I mean, so far it all seems to kind of loop together, doesn't it? But you never know what you may find. Because the thing, like, there's these dark areas that maybe there's a path through there, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, I'm kind of sticking to some of the dark spaces at the moment, which is probably not good. But we'll see. So, in the meantime, though, as we're sort of exploring through here... Ooh, that's dark. Can barely see out. Can you see anything, guys? Oh, there we are. Oh god, it looks like it does go further in, though. Sorry, I'm kind of... I know you can't really see anything, but I'm kind of just interested in exploring the dark areas, in case there's something hidden. I don't think there's anything there. No, I was saying in other news on the channel, in terms of horror games, things like that, I recently uploaded about a 1-hour video playthrough of the demo for a game called Crow Country, full version of which is available on Steam. And you know, it was kind of like a retro style survival horror in the vein of old school Resident Evil. And you know, the old school controls, though a little bit, you know, deliberately designed to be a bit wonky, in imitation, obviously, of, you know, past games. Nonetheless, it was pretty enjoyable, and I do actually now own the full version of it. So the response I got to the demo was very sort of promising. People sounded like they really want to see me kind of do more of that game. And you know what? I'd be prepared to play more of it. So who knows? It might be a little bonus series that you see crop up on the channel in the not too distant future. Now, I know I just passed one of those sticky tape lines back there. I think we're going to purposefully avoid it, just to... Oh, can't really see out over there. Alright, go over this way then. I think if I come to the hallway that had the door that the sticky tape line led to, might be able to try and avoid that, I don't know. It depends. That's the thing, I have no idea. I have no idea if this game sort of, like I say, has alternate routes and endings. Maybe it does. I don't think that goes anywhere. It's just darkness off over that way. Right, over here then. So yes, Crow Country, full version. It's on my to-do list. here on the channel, along with various other indie horror games and other stuff. That's both more recent indie horror games, that's also indie horror games from years ago that I want to play at some point. Let's see, what we got around here? Nothing. Just going into dark areas again. I feel like I'm sort of looping back towards where I went last time, but I'm not sure. Does this go anywhere? Over here? Back into the darkness? Maybe? Hold on, we go down this way. Through here. Hello? God, you guys won't be able to see anything here. That's the problem. You see, there could be things in the dark spaces, but we have no idea. Hang on, looks like there's a way over here. I am technically sprinting right now, even though it might not look like it. Holy shit, this is so dark. Wait, what was that over there? Oh, is that? Wait. Is that lit up screen that's off in that direction that we saw last episode? Don't know, I can't really tell. It's far off. Right, let's get out of this dark area. Because this is not really going to be very enjoyable for you guys to watch. Right. What have we got over here then? I feel like at some point we're going to get back towards that large open hall. That had lots of... Oh. Speaking of the sticky tape markers. Oh. Did we go through there last time? Can't remember. I feel like the answer is... Yes, we did. Alright, hang on. This is the route I took before. So, I'm going to follow the sticky tape line back the other way. See where it goes. Because there was that other sort of path that went off at a diagonal angle. Alright, I see that texture up there on that wall, which is familiar. Okay. So you just... Aha! Yeah, ooh. Never realised there was a chair just there, apparently. Weird. Okay. Well, let's follow the sticky tape the other way then. See if we can find our way back to that corridor that sloped off at a diagonal angle. Because that might be a new way to go, potentially. Yeah, actually, if there was another suggestion I would make to the dev, if you're watching, probably would be maybe to sort of just increase the sprint speed a bit. It is perceptibly faster than the default walking speed, but it could do with maybe being a little bit faster than it is. Otherwise it doesn't really feel like you're sprinting. It feels like you're just walking at a slightly faster walking pace. Yeah. But I mean, it's not a big issue. Just one of those little things that I think could do with a bit of tweaking and all that. Yeah, I must say, Disminal overall I did enjoy. Dev, if you're watching again, you did a lot of the things that one would really look to hope, well, one would really look for in a sort of backroomsy, liminal space kind of game. You did them well. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Right. So I definitely must be looping back here towards something else. So I think for this video, you know, we'll go for maybe about an hour, kind of like we did with the first episode of this here game. Oh, right, this is where we have two of them. Okay, I'm going to keep following this one for the moment. We can always loop back, just follow the line back, if we need to. Oh, wait a minute. This looks familiar. I think we've been here before, haven't we? Oh, does it all just come back around? I think it probably does, doesn't it? This might just loop back to where we were. Let's just see. Yes, it does. Okay. So hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. If I follow it this way, where will it take me? Is it just going to loop me? Does it just loop around here? I think it does. We can cut a corner. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Go the opposite way to what the arrow is showing. In the meantime, though, if you guys know any other good sort of back rooms slash liminal space games. Particularly ones that have this kind of vibe, where it's not necessarily just tons of monsters, but more sort of the creepiness of the setting itself. Definitely open for suggestions. Ah, here we are. Okay, so this will be a new route, won't it? Because I don't think we went down here last time. Did we see this last time? I can't really remember. No, I was going to say was other ones that I played. Obviously, I played the 2 complex games. I played Pools. I've done the the demo even for Dreamcore, which is in my indie horror playlist. Oh wait, is this just a dead end? Oh. Oh. Looks like another space through there. Oh, I wonder if you can get into there then. Okay, it's like blocked off. Maybe it doesn't go anywhere in that case. Maybe it is pretty linear. Maybe there isn't actually really an alternate path to take. But you never know. There may well be. And the thing is, the other comment that I'd obviously made on the first video was, and obviously I made it here as well. Sorry, I thought I saw a shadow down there then of something weird. For a second I was about to reiterate that comment I made about perhaps the game just needing to maybe give you the hint of a threat with that ominous shadows or something. For a second I thought I'd seen an actual shadow and was like, oh shit, I'm about to eat my own words. But no, it wasn't, it was just me. So I've completely derailed my train of thought that I was on a moment ago. So, yeah, completely forgot what I was going to say, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, here's the line again. Does this one just go back to the way onward? Possibly, unless this is a completely different line, I'm not sure. Oh, hold on a minute, is it a bit of a different colour over here? Let's have a look. Let's go off the line, shall we? Let's leave the Stanley Parable Adventure line behind. See what's over this way. Is there anything different? Let's go around here. Ooh, what's that over there? Is that something? No, I think it's just a more dimly lit hallway. Apologies if you hear me gulping tea down in the background. Got myself a nice cup right here. A bit of old Red Label, which of course is just a store brand, but hey. My unsophisticated palate doesn't really distinguish too well between different brands of tea, except for PG Tips. I find that that has a very distinct taste. And that's the end of that conversation, ladies and gentlemen, before I bore you to tears, talking about different brands of tea bags and whatever else have you. Does it go anywhere down here? Oh god, it's dark again. Once again, you're not going to be able to see anything, so let me get back towards a well-lit area. Then again, I could just spite that one guy who commented on the last video saying I talk too much. I could literally keep this conversation about tea bags going, couldn't I? Make it the most boring, inane conversation you've ever had. Start whittering on about the size of packets of tea bags, how many you get in them, how much they cost you, stuff like that. Okay, I've sort of looped back around, haven't I? Well, it looks like maybe this is the only way onward. Maybe this game is actually more linear than I anticipated. We'll keep going though, keep exploring, see what we can find. Yeah, but no, I would say, whenever I buy tea bags from my local supermarket, I always just get the box of Red Label ones. Because they're the cheapest, you know. And to be honest, they taste a lot like any other friggin' bag of tea. Alright, I remember I have to go over here, because I can't actually jump down. Right. Oh god, sorry, not my camera, without meaning to. Oh yeah, 'cause you can't actually go down to that big hallway over there, can you? Because I don't think it loops around, does it? So it looks like there's certain areas in this game where you kind of you get a view of what looks like a very big open space that you can potentially go into, but then it turns out actually there's not really anything there. Now, these doors on here, I think I tried both of them last time. I should have checked actually before I started recording which one of these doors did I go through. Unless it's actually only that one over there that you can go through. Because this one, oh yeah, literally doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so the game probably is actually a lot more linear than originally anticipated, isn't it? Which is fine, nothing wrong with that. I mean, then again, you know, games like, you know, the complex games were actually pretty linear, weren't they? Because every other playthrough I've ever watched of those games, for instance, by any other YouTuber, they always get the same ending. They always see the same, well, same kind of areas of the map. Which just makes me think that these games are good at giving the illusion of there being huge open spaces and multiple paths, when actually they're a lot more linear than that. Now, did I go down that way last time? Or was this just a dead end? I think it's a dead end, isn't it? It's a dead end. Okay. Never mind, so there is only one way to go. But again, if the devs watching this, I did enjoy, of course, in this game, the variety of environments that you do have. Because you've got, obviously, this sort of, yeah, traditional backrooms kind of space. But I did like some of the other environments that were in there as well. Like the weird little kindergarten space. And then like the airport baggage claims lounge. In fact, the airport baggage claims lounge one was really simple, but very different, I think, to most of the environments that I've ever seen in a backrooms game, you know. Because the complex obviously has, like, you know, subway stations, malls, those kind of environments. I think I probably mentioned this in the first video, but an airport kind of terminal probably actually would lend itself very easily to the kind of liminal space exploration walking sim. You know, it's a transitory space, one that you're not going to be in forever, and it's one of those spaces that also you can get that same creepy liminal vibe, in terms of obviously it being a place that you'd normally expect to be very busy. So the absence of people makes it creepy and all that. That's part of the thing that's supposed to make liminal space creepy, isn't it? The idea of the space kind of resembling a location where you'd expect there to be lots of human activity, people around, but then it becomes obvious that there is no human activity. And so it's obviously that jarring effect as a result. It's one of the many things that creates that sense of unease, of dislocation. Right, there's the TV again, I remember that. Up here. Okay, I'm definitely starting to think that there is only one path in this game. Now, it's maybe just the first couple of areas give you the impression of there being more. Alright, we're here now, and there is definitely only one way to go. Not that you can actually fall off these, because invisible walls and all that. Did I mention in the first episode the Escape the Backrooms, that video game, which I'm pretty sure has a moment like this in it? Yeah, I think I did, didn't I? Okay, in that case I'm not going to repeat it, but like I say, that's a backrooms game that is more monster focused, but which, yeah, I don't know, I would enjoy playing, especially if I could play it co-op. Perhaps I'll have to keep my eye out to see if Phil or Connor, well, not Phil, because he's obviously not on Steam at the moment, but certainly Connor, perhaps, at the very least. If he ever gets that game, maybe me and him could give it a good old co-op playthrough and all that. I'm sure it'd be quite enjoyable. Now, is this another area where there's technically only one way to go? Or are there multiple possible routes here? Don't know if this goes anywhere. It goes quite far back, but no. Okay, can't go anywhere. So that's a dead end. That's where we came from through the door. This over here is possibly another dead end as well. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Another dead end, so we can cross that off the list. So is it literally just that there? Did I check check all of these last time? I probably did. That's a dead end. And so actually, this all loops over together here. Yeah, no, that takes you into there. That's right. There's definitely nothing in the darkness over here. If I back up. Oh, wait. Oh no, I thought there was another passage there, but we've hit a back wall. Yeah, guess there's nothing in the darkness. If in doubt, back up into the darkness. See how far you go before you hit a wall. It gives you the answer. Unless the game is pools, where sometimes retreating into the darkness is not always a good idea. Because then the game's like, no, you didn't do that. We're going to fastly, we're going to quickly rewind and scare the shit out of you in the process. If you haven't played pools, ladies and gentlemen, it's basically a liminal space game like this, but as the name would suggest, it's set in the pool rooms, and it is pretty good. Easy to get lost in, but pretty good, and definitely has some good sort of creepy moments in it. Some very creepy moments. Okay. It wants us to go that way, doesn't it, up the ramp, because there is no other place to go. Okay, we can do that. There wasn't anything through this little door here though, was there? I don't think there was. I really feel like at some point when I'm going to turn around I am going to see a shadow somewhere of some entity just momentarily peeking out from behind a pillar before it quickly zooms back out of sight. The thing is, if the dev put something like that in now, that would be very effective. I'd probably shoot myself in alarm. Okay, now we're in one of these sort of different environments. Which one was this? Was this just the sort of more kind of creamy walls? Or was this getting into sort of like the playroom area? Oh, this is the one that's sort of like a interior of a house showroom or something. Random bits of furniture. There we are. So we probably went over there, didn't we, last time? Was this just a dead end in here? Probably is, isn't it? Or is it? No, it is. I don't think there's a... Nope, grrr. Can't see a thing in there, so let's not go that way then. That's a bad place to be. Now, I sort of remember in this area where we went, there was like a passage, an alcove that went between sort of two... This thing here. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So it wants us to go down there. But then again, is there another path? That is the question. I don't know if there is, because that was a dead end over there with just chairs in it. This looks like a dead end here. Is this a dead end over here? This is a big fucking dark room, this is. Right, I've hit a wall. And a wall. Okay, I think it is a dead end. Yeah, there's another wall there. Okay, so it's not that. There's nothing there. Is there anywhere else? See, it goes further over here, but does this all just eventually loop around? Probably does, doesn't it? Unless... wait, where was this route? Oh no, this is just that area. Okay, so this is actually quite a compact space by the looks of it. There's not much to it. In which case, yes, there is only one path to go then. And it's down the middle, through there. Sip tea, go in here. There, chairs. Yeah, then you come in here and this is literally just a big open space and that's the only way onward. Okay. Definitely wasn't anything else in here that I missed earlier, was there? Apart from the painting, obviously. There isn't one on that side though. No, it's just a big sort of fairly empty room. Okay, sure. Sure thing. Let's push onward. I think from here most of the places do get very linear, don't they? Yeah, so here's the play area. Unless, did I go down that way? Does this just loop around again? Probably does. Oh, yeah, I think it does. Okay, because there's that way over there. And then you go this way, don't you? Yes, because there's not really anywhere else for you to go. We can slide down into the playroom. Thank you. No point going up there, because that just loops around. Yeah, okay, it is just one route. Could go through there, that doesn't obviously go anywhere. Right. Oh, could we squeeze through there before? Oh, God. Got a little lag spike just then. Wait a minute. Oh, I can go through here. Wait. Huh. Just a room with two weird windows in it. Did we see this last time? I don't know if we did. Feels new. Feels like I didn't come through here before. What was this? This was... Ah, the entrance to the pools area. Yeah, so it all does loop around. Okay. So it goes back through there, and this just goes back through, doesn't it, as well? Yeah, I recognise the furniture. Okay. So again, fairly compact area, that. Not much else to see. Question is, with the pool rooms, were there any different routes over there? I don't recall, but we'll see. You could go in the water, couldn't you, before? Yes, you could. Not that we want to dabble and get our feet wet. We're going to be sprinting, can't be sprinting with wet feet. You know the rules of pools. No running, he says, even though he's got the friggin' shift key pressed down. Yeah, and I think this also is pretty linear, isn't it? Pool rooms. Because I don't really recall there being too many sort of branching routes in this space. Go over there towards the big bust. God, I do love the pool rooms. I know I've probably said this repeatedly before. There's something about them that can be both relaxing and creepy as hell in equal measure. It's pretty good. I think they're especially sort of interesting to look at when they have all like the, you know, features and slides and things like that that make them especially weird. Those are just big openings, aren't they? Right. Yeah, that's just light coming from up there, I see. Push forward. Sound design is very good in this game. Dev's done a great job with it. I think this is the only way to go, isn't it, over here? Because that doesn't go anywhere up there. Let's push forward. Now this is another one where there's only one way to go. And it is upward. Like so. Unless... Wait. No, that doesn't go anywhere there. Hang on, did I go that way last time? Where does this go? Oof. Oh, no, it just got... Oh. Yeah, it just comes back here, didn't it? Suddenly I recognise it. I feel like we have been there before. Look, it's a big game, okay? I'm bound to forget a few things in this labyrinth. You know, I better drink down my tea. It's getting lukewarm. Lovely. I have to get myself a cold drink in a little while, though. Obviously, it being sort of just past mid-May here in the UK at the moment, weather is warming up. I mean, obviously, of course it is. Summer is approaching and all that. As much as I love my flat where I live, the only issue is it does have very good insulation, so it maintains heat very, very well. It's very, very warm, especially during the warmer months. I don't recall there being anything in these dark spaces. I think they all just connect together, don't they? Because I think I checked last time I played. Alright, well, yeah, sure. We'll just keep on heading forward. Definitely isn't anything here, is there? Wait. What's going on back there? Does this loop through back to where I came? I don't recall checking this last time. Maybe it is, I don't know. Where are we? Oh. Wait. Yeah, it does. It just loops back around, of course, what am I thinking? Well, just worth checking, you never know. You never know, ladies and gentlemen. Right, let's get out of the water, it's quite noisy. We are. It's better. God, that rumble is... I mean, I already mentioned the sound design is pretty good. But very ominous is what it is. Even if it is just the sound of the wind blowing through from one of the openings in the ceiling. Alright, let's keep going. Why am I stopping? Ooh, is it because I'm getting too close to the edge? I think it is. Because it seems to slow you down. Or slow your character down, that is. When you get towards steps in this game. Is there anything in the water over here? Oh, I can't even get into the water there. And I don't think there will be, will there? No. Maybe? It goes further down there, but we can't get in. That's fine. That's fine. Oh. Slight FPS stutter then. Right. God. The thing about the pool rooms is, and I sort of asked the same question when I played pools. You have no idea what this liquid is in this strange liminal space. Could be water, and again it could be something else, couldn't it? Something infinitely weirder or worse. That goes through to the big area. It definitely doesn't... I don't think that goes anywhere. It doesn't look like it does. You can sort of see the outline where the water meets the edge of the wall. And it definitely looks like it's basically a dead end up there, so I'm not going to bother. Now this, we did investigate. First time. I don't think there was really anything. Nothing behind this. This is basically a big dark space. So I'm just going to push on through here. See what the deal is. I like the reflectivity, by the way. Very nicely done. Right, push forward. Do you know another Backrooms game that I have seen videos of on YouTube? Who's seen Inside the Backrooms? Oh, another FPS spike. No, what was I saying? Inside the Backrooms is another of those kind of Backrooms games, a bit like Escape the Backrooms, which I think leans very much into this sort of monster horror, but with like really big levels with puzzles in them that involve a lot of back and forth, and they're the sort of crazy puzzles where it's like you have to find object X to do such and such a thing, or, you know, find a key to open this door, where there's a set of drawers that gives you a piece of paper with a code on it that goes to this keypad over here, which opens another door, which gives you a radiation suit, so you can go through this radiation infested area to get this hammer, to use to break down some boards over another door. That kind of puzzle, basically, ladies and gentlemen. This doesn't go anywhere, just a dead end. Actually, it feels like I'm going very slowly here, as I'm going downstairs. Am I still going down? Well, was this the way? Oh, this was the way on. What am I thinking? I got confused, okay, for a moment. Right, there definitely wasn't another way back, was there, up there? Another way up, another way onward, rather. Let me just check. Because technically we could stay in the water, couldn't we? May as well investigate, you never know what there might be. No, I don't think this went anywhere, did it? It's just a big, dark, empty space. Though, having said that, those three sort of openings in the water, just look curious about. Not that... yeah, I don't think we'll be able to climb into them because there's no jump. And your character can only climb up things of a certain height, can't he, she, they, whoever they are. Assuming they're even human, you never know. We could be the backroom's entity. We just found a camcorder left by some person who fell through here and are just carting it along with us. You never know. No, what I was saying, inside the backrooms, there's another backrooms game that I've never actually played, but which I've seen videos of on YouTube. It's funny, I think of the two games, Inside the Backrooms or Escape the Backrooms, I think Escape the Backrooms is the one that appeals a bit more to me, because the puzzles look a bit sort of smaller and more straightforward, whereas Inside the Backrooms looks like it would be a bit of a pain, because I've seen like some of the monsters in it and they look absolutely freaking annoying, just in terms of the sheer number of them, and how difficult it is to actually avoid them sometimes. I'm pretty sure there's a puzzle in Inside the Backrooms where it's the party rooms. You got to watch out for the party-goer monsters. But the problem is, it puts you in a maze with invisible walls, and that just looks like an absolute pain in the arse. I just look at that and I think, no thanks. I don't want to play a game like that. No thank you. Probably would not have patience for it. Just saying. Okay. Definitely just, yeah, one path at the moment. So this... oh yeah, there was this room, that's right. Again though, there's only actually one way out of here. It's the big social function room. With only one table. Guess whatever social function was being held in here, they quickly decided they only needed one table for it. And isn't that kind of sad? Right, so another sticky tape line over here. Again, is this an area though where we maybe go off the path a bit and just see what we can find? I don't know. Let's just see where it goes. Again, it probably all loops around, and we'll probably end up on the same path that we were on before. But you never know. You never know what there might be. Oh, is that? No. Thought I saw another sticky tape line, but I couldn't really tell. Let's go around this way. Hello. Probably does just loop around, doesn't it? Okay. So the thing is, the thing actually about this game that is kind of interesting as well is if there's actually a story. So it feels like there is, of sorts. Of course, you know, I think you very much have to theorise what it is. Because it's interesting that the opening scene of this game, which I didn't actually really show at the start of this episode, but which obviously you saw at the start of the original episode that I did, obviously has your character picking up the camera in that starting area, and you hear what sounds like a zipper, maybe on like a duffel bag or something, which is curious. It makes you sort of wonder what you're hearing and what's the significance of it. Who knows? Because I certainly don't. Maybe, you know, maybe you're some strange backrooms urbex explorer or something who has found this strange and bizarre location. They prepped a duffel bag full of supplies, provisions to last them a while, as they delve deeper into this liminal space. I don't know. Maybe, I'm not sure. That is the question. Maybe you're a test subject. Maybe you were sent through in here, again, with a duffel bag full of resources and a camera. Maybe that's the story. Again, I've no idea. No idea at all. Yeah, I'm purposely trying to avoid the sticky tape lines here and just see what else there potentially is in this place. Unless I came around here last time. Did we come around here last time? Am I just going the same path as before and I've forgotten? That is a distinct possibility. In fact, it is a very distinct possibility. This is a dead end, isn't it? Dang it. Okey-doke. Does this go anywhere? Oh, it looks like it might do. Hold on. Over here? Dunno. Okay. You know, hit me up, ladies and gentlemen, with your ideas for vibes and aesthetics that would definitely suit a Backrooms game. Because, you know, we've got sort of like an office kind of environment with sort of this kind of wallpaper and this kind of ceiling and carpet. I've had like the function room that we saw before. Obviously in this one there's like the airport, baggage claim area that we come to a bit later. And in games like the complex, you had sort of furniture areas, you had the mall. What other sort of places would be good, do you think, for a backroomsy sort of game? With a bit of exploration and whatever else have you. Okay, I've gone into a completely dark area that you're not going to be able to see anything of. Never mind. Let us get back to where we actually were. I'm hearing my character breathe. Sounded for a second like that was what I was hearing. Well, character, you've been doing your leisurely sprint jog for a while now. And you're definitely infinitely physically fitter than a lot of protagonists in video games, considering how long you've been able to maintain that. I'm just power walking my way to victory. Ooh. Does this just loop around? Back to where I was, possibly. Let's go this way. Yeah, so, looking at time, I mean, we are about, what, 50 minutes-ish? And definitely haven't had any sign of, not necessarily a monster, but even just like, say, something creepy that might suggest that there's an entity to worry about, or put you on edge. So I'm definitely starting to think that maybe there isn't such a thing in this game. Maybe it is just the exploration. Maybe it is just the exploration that's supposed to be the thing that you're supposed to focus on in this. As I said earlier, yeah, I think it could just do, just with once or twice maybe, just a sudden weird occurrence. Something just to set your nerves off, to make you think you're not safe, even if there isn't ultimately actually a monster or anything programmed in. Something like a shadow that you just see momentarily vanishing out of sight behind a pillar or something. That would probably work very, very well. Right, onward to the next area. That, I think, is just a dead end. Yeah, it's just a chair up there. Right, I think, was it the airport baggage area that comes next? Which I kind of already checked in the last episode, and there wasn't really anything actually in it to begin with. In terms of, you know, there's only one way to go forward. Not really much else. Oh no, it was this area. Oh, well I followed those last time, didn't I? Let's go a different way. Let's go sort of a diagonal angle in this direction. Yeah, it is moments like this where I do wish I could sprint a bit faster in the game, just to maybe clear ground a bit more quickly. Because at this speed, it does take you a while to get to where you want to be. So yes, to the dev, if you're watching, following on from your comment that you left on the previous video about, thinking about doing a redesign of the game, I definitely think increasing the sprint speed could be something you add to the list of changes. Like I say, it just needs to be a bit faster, that's all. Doesn't need to be anything too crazy. But I think, if you're going to have a sort of big kind of game like this with huge spaces for your player to explore, and granted, some people would say, why would you want to sprint around dead fast? The whole beauty is in exploring it, is it not? Which is true, it is. But for example, if you've got long hallways like this, I think a sprint comes in handy just by way of enabling yourself to kind of clear ground across empty spaces a bit better, especially if it's an empty space where you can kind of see there's not really anything else there to look at other than just the doorway or the passage that you're moving towards. And I don't profess to be a video game designer, I'm not. I have absolutely no knowledge of video game development. If you plonk me down in front of a game engine and told me to program a game, make a game, I would not know where to begin, ladies and gentlemen. I wouldn't be able to, because I got no knowledge on that front. I would be a complete noob. But despite that, having played a lot of games, as a general rule you do sort of learn some of the basics of what kind of works, or little considerations to bear in mind, that kind of thing. Which is why I comment on them. Right, so we are going around in a big loop here, so once again this may just be one of those kind of areas where there's only really one way out. Quite possibly. Where are we headed? Oh, Tia, here it is. Okay, so we go back this through here even. So this should, I think, take us to the airport baggage claim area. I think. Unless my memory is serving me incorrectly once again, but that is always a possibility, obviously. This just loops around, doesn't it? Yeah. You go up through here, I think. Yes. Yes. Thinking again about environments that would do well in a Backrooms game. Obviously, there's the ones I've already mentioned, like the airport baggage area in this one, or an airport terminal, office blocks, things like that. Probably could do things like, bus terminals, rail stations, sort of transitional spaces. Obviously hotels probably are a big one. And this is the weird little conference room where you can sit and admire the wallpaper. Office blocks, what else? Ferry terminals, like seaports, things like that, maybe? What about like a museum or an art gallery? It's kind of done a little bit already, but I suppose you could do more of it. You could take some inspiration actually from Animopolis, that game, because that had like the cinema rooms as well, which was quite interesting. Animopolis actually had some interesting pool rooms, had a full lazy river and everything for you to get lost in, and I remember getting lost in that one for quite a while, because I've actually read, I think somewhere, that in Animopolis, that game, the sort of lazy river pool room section, I believe, is apparently procedurally generated, I think. At least I feel like I've heard people say that. I don't know if that's true though, but certainly looking back on when I played it, yeah, I could definitely see it being procedurally generated. It took me a while to get through it. I remember slowly losing my sanity, or so it felt, as I went along. Seeing the same water slides and strange little kind of water features. It did make me kind of wonder though, because some of the features of the Lazy River Pool Room section in Animopolis kind of reminded me a little bit of the sort of swimming pools and swimming facilities in sort of kind of family holiday resort parks that we have here in the UK, namely Centre Parks, stuff like that. Because if you go online and search for Centre Parks, their website, often what you'll find are maps of their sort of what they call a subtropical swimming paradise, which is basically every Centre Parks resort has one of these on it. Okay, here's the airport sort of baggage area. We're not going to investigate it because we already know there's no other way out. But yeah, every sort of Centre Parks resort has well, the centrepiece of it is always this big sort of plaza where they have the swimming pool. It's a proper like big fancy swimming pool with a wave machine and everything, and a lazy river sometimes, as well as other bits and bobs. But one of the things actually they do have is this thing, I think it's called Venture Bay, which is kind of like a children's play area sort of thing, with kind of like climbing structures. But some of the features in Anemopolis's lazy river just kind of reminded me of that. Makes me think whether the dev of it is someone who's been to a Centre Parks or something similar. Probably sort of loosely based some of the features in the lazy river section on things in there. Who knows? Alright. Yeah, I think this was another area that's actually fairly compact and there's only one way to go, and I think it's this way. Yeah, I think I'm just sort of beelining now really for the end of the game because I don't think there is actually any alternate route. At least none that I've come across. Oh, can I fit through here? Oh yes, I can. It's thin enough, thick enough rather. No, not thick enough, just wide enough. Sorry, that's the word I'm trying to look for. Yeah. God, it has been many a year since I last went to a Centre Parks. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Wait a minute. Did we see this last time? I don't remember this. This is new. Or at least new to me. It's a little shelving room. Doesn't look like it goes anywhere. Did we see this the first time round? I don't think we did. I mean, there's not much to it. Doesn't look like there's anything really there, but okay. So we did find something new, at the very least. Or does this... wait. Hold up. And it's just... yeah, it just takes us back here. That's right, that's right. So we squeeze back through and then head back the way we came. Yes. Ah, yes, no, this was the way we were supposed to go, wasn't it? Okay, it looks like this video is probably going to be just over an hour long. Probably with the detours that I've taken just to find new stuff. Yeah, this one that's got the Asian lettering. That just says no smoking and all that. That's right, that's right. It's fan-dabby-dozy. That doesn't go anywhere, does it? No. Yeah, you just go through here, don't you? Past the fencing. The weird fencing units. Right. Okay, looks like we have to come out here anyway. Now, let's talk about Centre Parks, since I'm on that friggin' topic. They're, you know, real big resorts. And you stay in like a little wooden cabin in the woods. You can hire bicycles to get around. And of course, like I say, the centrepiece of every park is that subtropical swimming plaza. With all its facilities, its little cafes and restaurants and shops. And the pool itself, which always has, you know, things like water slides, wave machines, lazy rivers, all sorts of other stuff. I went up there last time. Does this go anywhere over here? Ooh. Did I go through here before? Where does this lead? Right, I don't remember this. Ooh. Oh. Wait a minute. I don't remember seeing this before. Where does it lead out? Is it just... is it actually a way onward, or is it just a dead end? Because I think we went up there before, didn't we? And we went there. I don't think you can go into the hole there, though, can you? Right, so that's a dead end there. What if you go this way? Is this an alternate path? Or is it just nothing? It is... oh, no, it just leads out up here, doesn't it? Of course it does. Ah. So you're supposed to go this way. It's just two slightly different routes of getting to the same place. Okie doke. But no, Centre Parks, still talking about that and all. Technically there's two Centre Parks companies, the Centre Parks UK and Ireland, and Centre Parks Europe. I feel like the amount of times I've talked about Centre Parks on the channel is actually starting to rack up now, because I think I've talked about it in my Surrey Being Hunted series, and I've probably talked about it elsewhere as well. Probably actually during Anemopolis, come to think of it. Ooh, like spikes. But yeah, technically they're two separate companies. I think they used to be one and the same, but then there was a split, for whatever reason. Not sure what business decision led to that, but hey, it was years ago. Yeah, but most of the Centre Parks resorts I've been to are ones in the UK. Except for Centre Parks de Vos-Meren, which is located in Belgium. That one was a good one. That one has a big feature on it called Discovery Bay, which if you're a kid and you're into pirates, really fun. Go and look at pictures of it online. It's really awesome. Really, really awesome, ladies and gentlemen. I think this was another fairly linear bit, wasn't it? Yeah, it's just one big room. Right, so I think we're getting close now to the office block kind of area, which leads to the end of the game. I hear music. Where is the music coming from? It's coming from this way. Oh yeah, someone had left their music set up. Hang on. Was it up here where the exit was? I think it was, wasn't it? Beyond the playmat. Yep, there it is. Okie doke. So I kind of want to just see this ending again and just have another think about it and all that. See if it actually signified anything or whatever. Feels like this has been more of a podcast episode since we've only really seen the odd new thing. But that's fine. I feel like this is the kind of game that lends itself just to a kind of almost podcast style discussion, isn't it? It's the Venus de Milo statues again. Weird sort of Mona Lisa. Lovely music, and here comes the office block. And we go down. Down the non-functional escalator. Very fucking slowly. Gotta take care on the old staircases. Don't want to end up Final Destinationing this shit now, do ya? Yes, even though I've never watched any Final Destination movies, and I do certainly know of things that happen in them. I'll say Final Destination movies I have no interest in ever watching. I know they're supposed to be horror and all that, but to me they just feel like torture porn. It's the same with the Saw movies actually. I've never watched any of those and I have no interest in doing so. Thing is, having played lots of horror games, I kind of know what kind of horror I prefer. I tend to prefer psychological horror. And I'm not a big fan of horror that relies heavily on blood and gore. It's one of the reasons why actually I personally thought that Outlast was a highly overrated horror game for what it was. Yeah, I know, shock horror. I've probably triggered a few people who are new to the channel, who discovered me from my playthrough of Disminal before. Alright, so I go in here. So did I press 0 last time? What if I press 7? Can I go to 7? Oh. God, that was loud, isn't it? Jesus. Fade to black. And was that it? Hello? I think that might be it. Okay, so I don't think it matters what button you're pressing the elevator, the lift even. I think it all just gives you the same ending. And then there's this room, which we saw at the start as well. Yeah. What does it all mean? Who knows? Right, let me take a jump cut as we wait for the credits to finish. And back in towards the main menu. Well, there you go. That was just a little bonus episode of Disminal, because I kind of wanted to come back and just see if there's anything, any other route or anything I missed. We discovered one or two little things, but actually, on the whole, it looks like there really isn't much else to see. So there you go, folks. We had a little podcast-style discussion at times as well during that, so I hope you enjoyed. That'll be it then for Disminal, because I really don't think there's anything else to it. So, Dev, if you're watching, yeah, definitely look forward to seeing some future projects, especially if you want to do any more liminal space stuff. I'll keep my eye on your Steam page and all that. Other than that, Facebook and the links are down below, along with the links on my propagandist channel for anyone interested, and if you enjoyed, a like is of course always appreciated. But other than that, I'm signing off now. Goodbye, everybody. Because look at that, kind of factors. There's that amazing friggin' shot there, a friggin' library in the background. Doesn't it just look awesome? I see. Oh, okay. I was just lining up the camera shot and see if I can get like a, thumbnail or something like that. Actually, hold on. Just a thing for you, buddy. Need some throwing knives? Oh, bollocks, I missed. That got him. Get out of here. Yep. Shit. Oh, God. Ow. Gotcha, bitch. Alright, well, these things out. So I need to remember here what the deal is. Essentially, I've got to get higher and higher, I think, haven't I? I'm pretty sure there is a secret in this level, though. I have recollections.
That's not gonna work.
Of there being sort of like a hidden something in it.